Hello and welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 22nd of June for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please tap or click on the bell notification symbol. You can also chat with me direct now on Twitter at Horoscope Ace, or join Elisa and I for our daily astrology and tarot show, which is proving great fun, really popular, and you can grab your free daily horoscope every day by seeing the playlist beneath this video. So as we begin this week, we're still rocking from quite an epic solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. And that's going to provide a backdrop of energy for the next 6 months. It's all about how we feel. It's about security. It's about family. It's about where we live, how we live there, and with who. But on Monday and Tuesday of this week, Saturn, the planet of structure, does continue to forge a pinch point with the energy of the Sun. So as much as we may want to just look at things in a very, very personal way when it comes to our senses, our environment, what Saturn's asking us to do is stay more mindful of the bigger picture and the impact that's affecting us all, whether it's through COVID, whether it's the financial situation, or whether it's changes going on within society in a wider sense. Now on Tuesday, Neptune, the planet of dreams, which has been causing a lot of mischief recently, goes into a retrograde, which is going to last till the 29th of November. In the sign of Pisces, where it kind of influences, it just means, I feel, that if you have been finding that things have felt hazy or a bit confused, or you don't know what sources of information to trust, I think what Neptune's asking us to do in this inversion is to look inwards for the answers, not necessarily outwards. It's about listening to our dreams. It's about tuning into our personal visions rather than being so concerned by the messages that are coming from anyone else. Now, we are going to see on Thursday Venus go direct. Now that's a very welcome change, but it's not going to come out of shadow until the 28th of July. It continues in the sign of Gemini, and actually in the first half of this week forges a delightful link with the Sun. So if we can communicate how we feel to those that we really care about, particularly those immediately around us or who we have connections with every day, that's going to be a lovely way to surf this energy. However, it is true to say that Jupiter and Pluto continue their retrograde and tighten up all through this week. In terms of the ephemeris, they are conjunct. The actual conjunction happens on the 10th of July. But I think that this is going to have an impact on the financial markets. So because there is so much movement and the tectonic plates of society are shifting around. Pluto is about transformation, but it can be about death. And Jupiter is not at its best in Capricorn. The last time these two were together was April, and before that it was 2008 when we had the crash. So obviously this year we've had COVID. So a massive time that it's been. So I think it is a time to be fairly conservative in our approach to our resources, but also our physical ambitions and goals. However, we have a wonderful event which happens on Sunday, and that sees Mars power into its home sign of Aries. It's going to be there through to the 6th of January 2021. This is going to provide real thrust and push and a desire to get on with things. It can add a sense of impatience, but it also can add a sense of initiative and drive and passion to events. It's also going to be forging a splendid link with Venus all through July from now. So we have an opportunity to work on those relationships, and that's the important opportunity that exists at this time, but not just in the glamorous romantic context, but also in the emotional connecting context of the people we feel most secure by, with, and most supported through. Your specific forecast, Capricorn, sees the Sun on Monday and Tuesday continuing its pinch point with your ruler Saturn in your sector of money. If there is a clash around a relationship, it may be due to a lack of good communication, with Mercury twisting backwards in your 7th house of relating, or it could be a difference of values. Perhaps your core values don't mesh quite so well with someone as they have in the past, and you could become more conscious of that as this week begins. Your idealism is also going to be aroused by Neptune going into a retrograde midweek. Fortunately, Venus ends a retrograde, and that can bring some relief when it comes to your financial situation or perhaps a job. But Mars moving at the end of this week can absolutely galvanise you. Not just this at the end of this week, but in the next 6 months as it makes its way through the sign of Aries. If you feel that your home would benefit from some kind of structural change or really modifying it in quite a practical way, it wouldn't be a surprise. The only thing with Mars in the 4th house is it can make us a bit more defensive about our emotional self. So that is something just to be conscious of. And in general, relationships are really where it's at for you, with that combination of energy riding on the back of the solar eclipse, which occurred late last week, which does provide such a powerful pulse in the last half of this year as far as you're concerned. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Why not ascend above your zodiac sign? Embrace real astrology with one of my personal astrology reports. Please see the link beneath this video. You can get 30% off by ordering a 12-month forecast and a character analysis. Or why not check out my testimonials to consider having a one-to-one with me. But for now, stay safe, take care, and good luck.